Hello and welcome to our special 2016 wrap-up video of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad.
I'm Megan the Daughter.
And we're going to look back and see everything that really happened in 2016 with the channel. So let's start off with some gee whiz numbers here.
Gee whiz.
Gee whiz, you know.
All right then.
That's what they call it at work. Hey, let's talk about some gee whiz numbers. Yeah.
All right.
We are now at almost 3,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Whoever thought that our channel would grow that much?
Not me, because I didn't think we'd get like 50.
Well, we've kind of doubled in size from what we were last year. So we want to thank all you guys for watching our channel and for the words of encouragement, that you like the videos, what you like, what you don't like. We really appreciate that feedback. Win-loss record this year.
Yes. So last year the record was, for me, I had 23 wins and you had 24.
Woohoo!
And this year I had 23 wins, which was the same as last year, and you had
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Megan wins 2016.
Yep.
So you get the ultimate trophy for the year.
Nice.
Yeah. We also did where we played 52 games in total, so that averages to one a week.
Yeah.
So that's not
much,
bad.
Yeah.
But in those 52 games, we also had some solo games, so that didn't count obviously towards the win-loss. All the solo games I played, and I won 3 and I lost 2, so came out ahead.
Yeah.
And then we did co-op games. We had 3 wins and 1 loss. Now the ironic part of that is the 1 loss was the Thunderbirds base game.
Yeah.
and 2 of those wins were with the Thunderbirds expansions that we just did.
Yeah.
Then the other one was Star Trek Panic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what other game did we do? We do so many.
Yeah, we didn't do a whole
forgetting.
lot. But you might wonder why we did so many solo games.
Yes, and that also ties into why we only had one day at Gen Con this year, was because I wasn't here for 8 months of the year.
Yeah, Megan actually was gone.
Yeah, out of the state.
You were way out of the state. We actually filmed up a bunch of shows prior to Megan leaving, which she left the 1st of January last year. But then we went to go visit her, and we filmed quite a few episodes on location, so to speak, wherever Megan was. Do you want to tell them where you were at?
I was at Disney World. I was a part of the Disney College program, so I was gone through January 11th through August 4th. So right when Gen Con was happening, I came home. We were basically moving back during then. But I was there for a lot of it. I did a lot of the intros. You might have seen some little intro bits I did at Epcot and stuff. But
you did quite a few.
I did. I was trying to stay involved.
If somebody was going back and looking at that, there was why is she doing so many intros at Disney?
Yeah.
Or why? We also did a number of them.
We did, yeah,
because when we would go down, we would shoot some. Like we did one for Tiny Epic Galaxies in front of Mission Space.
Yeah.
And we did a few other ones here.
We did one in front of Norway for the Champions of Midgard.
Actually, we didn't. We filmed it, but we didn't include it because when I came back and edited that, I forgot about that.
But we did the intro, and it was cool, and then you messed up there.
And we did a couple other intros that didn't really work out so well.
No.
So
I know I did a bunch at World Showcase though, because I did a lot there.
Mr. Jack, I know you did. Mr. Jack,
I did one in front of the American Adventure for Timeline, I think.
Yeah,
I did that one.
You did that one.
Yeah, I was trying to do some other little ones. It was hard to try to do some of them that I wanted to do, though. Because I was like, I wanted to get to Pirates and do some stuff, but I never got around to doing that because it's so busy.
I think we did do one in front of Pirates.
We did one, but I wanted to do a couple more. But it just never happened.
So that was a real unique and challenging experience we had with Megan being gone and trying to, like I said, figure out games that we could play when we went down to see her.
Because we were learning games in hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Because we were okay, we had this little tiny table, like, we gotta learn it, we gotta play it, we gotta do it, like, it was crazy.
So they might have noticed that.
Probably.
But yeah, so, we're glad to have Megan back.
Yeah.
Glad to have you back, sweetie.
Yeah.
I missed you. And I got somebody to play some games with at home.
Yeah, because you were missing that, but... Yeah, so that is why we only had one day at Gen Con, because we literally packed up and came home, and then came for Gen Con that one day.
Yeah. So as Megan alluded, we were only at Gen Con for one day because I think we left Florida
On the second.
on the that was
Right.
the first day of Gen Con.
Oh wait, no. We left on the 4th.
We left
4th
on a
was my
Thursday.
move-out day.
Yeah, it was a Thursday.
Yeah.
So that was first day of Gen Con. And then we were still driving back on that Friday.
And we got up Saturday morning.
We got up early Saturday morning.
Yeah.
We beelined over to Indianapolis. We were only there for one day.
It was a full day.
It was a full day, open to close.
Yeah.
And then we came back and had to deal with all the unpacking and everything else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully we'll have a lot more time at Gen Con this coming year.
But we did do a lot at Gen Con, as you probably saw in our wrap-up video for that. But we demoed a lot of cool games.
Actually, we didn't demo as much as we did last year.
No, but what we did demo was cool.
What we did demo was cool. Do you want to talk about those?
Yeah, because we demoed Harry Potter, which I was so excited for. Because, as you all know probably by now, I'm really into Harry Potter. So that was, like, the coolest demo we got to do, I think.
Yeah, and we had to beeline for that.
Yeah.
That was a very, very popular demo. There was a sign up for it, so if you didn't get there right away in the morning, you were not going to demo it. But we didn't actually, weren't actually able to purchase there because they sold out. It was either demo it or buy it, and we wanted to make sure we demoed it.
I was sure we were going to buy it, but...
Well, you eventually got it for Christmas.
I did.
And
so I was happy.
And that was funny in itself because a friend of mine, Jeff, who we've mentioned many times, he actually had the game. And
a long time ago.
But I actually had a copy of it before he did. But I kept saying that, Jeff got the last copy.
I never knew.
Yeah, you never knew. And, you wanted to get Jeff's copy and play it. But, yeah. So that was...
And then I unwrapped it. So it was good.
So was I being cruel?
A little bit.
But, it's Christmas.
Well, yeah.
You got to keep things secret at Christmas.
So
you did have to
for
wait.
This game, and I was wanting it forever.
Okay, a couple of the other games that we demoed at Gen Con was Four Gods, which is, we'll be doing a show on that in 2017. But it's kind of a real-time Carcassonne almost.
Kind of, yeah. You have that feel to it. Yeah, the very Carcassonne-esque.
And the funny thing is I played it recently with a buddy of mine, and it's very quiet. Everybody is, you're kind of doing your own thing because you're taking your turn at the same time. And it's like working on a puzzle. So you've got, a piece in each hand. You're looking to see where it fits. So there's really not a whole lot of interaction, but it's a neat game.
It is, yeah. I mean,
I've
only played it when we demoed it at Gen Con, but I'm looking forward to playing that.
Yeah.
Because I know you did. And then the other game that we demoed was Mr. Jack, which I really like, as you probably can tell, because I'm really into Sherlock.
Are you into Sherlock?
Yeah, no, I am.
You are Sherlock.
It's the new episodes tonight.
So now let's take a look at the top games on our channel for 2016. So I only looked at 3, and these were basically all games we did in January. And let's start with number 3 from Bezier Games. Is Castles of Mad King Ludwig.
Now this one, as you might know, wasn't exactly my favorite, and so I'm kind of shocked it kind of got up there a bit more.
Yeah, it's a very popular game. I really enjoy it. I know my game group does. You'll play it, but you probably won't ask for it. But
it's just not my favorite.
Yeah, I think you need to play a few more times. Maybe.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll play it again.
But I think I say that about every game.
Yeah.
You need to play more.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But, I mean, it's not a bad game. It's just not my thing.
Yeah. Our second most viewed game was Ticket to Ride Europe. I don't think it really comes as much of a shock.
No.
Ticket to Ride is very popular. Ticket to Ride Europe, I think, is considered by most to be one of the best versions of Ticket to Ride. Although you really like Ticket to Ride UK.
Yeah, I do like that one.
United Kingdom, because you think you're English.
I'm an Anglophile.
You're Irish, so
partly, yeah.
Yeah.
And it works.
And then our number 1 most viewed show of the year was
Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds Are Go.
Yes.
And as Megan pointed out, might possibly be because we just released the expansion videos. We did Tracy Island Above and Beyond and The Hood, so people could have gone back and watched the base.
Yeah.
But we played that before you left.
We did.
And
it seems like so long ago.
It does. And we weren't very good at it. but
No.
when we started playing a lot with, especially with the expansions, I think we got a lot better.
I got better. I don't know if you did.
And I realized how good this game is. I
Yeah.
mean, we really enjoy playing it.
We do. It's a good game.
Okay, so before we get into our actual top 5, let's take a look at our honorable mentions. My first honorable mention is from Ravensburger, which I think in our intro we actually mispronounced it.
We say Ravensburger?
I've heard a lot of people call it Ravensburger. We've always called it Ravensburger, so maybe we'll switch it up and start calling it Ravensburger. But that is Broom Service, and this is from designer Andreas Pelikan and Alexander Pfister. This is a really good game. My game group really likes playing this. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I think playing this.
It's a pretty good game. I like it.
You know, we'll pick up and deliver game, but no, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Next, I have. I'll just do all three.
Okay, so I'll just let you go.
Potion Explosion. Now, this is from Horrible Games and Cool Mini or Not.
But it is not a horrible game. It's a very good game.
This is a very good game. Again, my game group really likes this. We really enjoyed playing this a lot.
It's a really good one.
And this was one that I won. So I really like this.
Of course you did.
And then finally, my last honorable mention is the Thunderbirds. This just barely missed making my top 5. And this is by Modifius and designer Matt Leacock. No, really enjoy Thunderbirds.
Yeah. So then my 3 honorable mentions. My first one is going to be Machikoro, the Harbor expansion. Because I think you cannot just play the base game anymore. You have to have this expansion.
Yeah.
It just makes the game so much better.
Totally agree with that.
So I like Machikoro to begin with, so this expansion just really makes it really good. My second one is Flip City, and it's from Tasty Minstrel Games, and it's really such a really simple card game, but I really enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Because I'll always be like, let's just get this one out and play it, because I do like this one a lot.
Yeah, well, we've got the expansion for it that we need to do this year as well.
Yes, so I'm excited for that one. And then my other one is Mr. Jack from Hurricane Games. So I really, really like this game. I liked it when we demoed it at Gen Con, and I thought it was really cool. And just, again, I like the Sherlock theming of it.
And we also have the Pocket Edition.
Yeah.
Which
I like
we
the
also
Pocket one, too. So I was kind of in between, but I like this one better, I think.
They play a little different. I like them both. They're good games.
Yeah, they're very different.
And they're fast.
Mechanics. Yeah.
They're very fast
But
games.
I do like this one better, I think, than the Pocket. So
All right.
that would be that.
So now let's get to our top 5. Okay, so I'll start it off.
Okay.
My number 5 is Dice City. Now, this is published by Artipia Games and AEG, and designer Vangelis Bergatakis. I hope I pronounced your name right. But he did our intro for this, so big thank you to him for that. We really enjoy this game. It's it's got dice, but it's also very strategic as far as how you use and manipulate those dice.
Yes.
So I really enjoyed this game.
My number 5 was Transylvania Curses and Traders, and that was designed by Wouldn't It Be Awesome Games. And let's see, who did that? Lauren and Jamie Cunningham. So I really liked this game. I thought it was really cool. Just the theming and everything.
The artwork on this is really cool.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And the big tiles and the whole aspect of do you turn into a monster?
Yeah.
When do you reveal that? No, it was really cool. That was really a neat thematic game to play during our normal Spooky Games month in October.
But I really like this one, so I'll definitely get this one out. Probably as much as I'll want to get out Betrayal around Halloween time, because I really like this game a lot.
Okay, my number 4 is Holmes, Sherlock, and Mycroft. Now, you would think that this would be more, in tune with Megan, especially with your shirt.
I do like it.
And this is from De Vere, and designer Diego Ibanez. I hope I pronounced your name right.
We're gonna butcher these names. It's just what we do.
But no, this is a really cool. It's a small worker placement that plays very quickly. You're only playing over the course of a week.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Really like this game.
I do too. It's really good, and that was very close on my list as well.
Yeah.
Especially for honorable mentions. Number 4 for me is Hit Z Road by Space Cowboy and designer Martin Wallace. So I wasn't really sure how I was gonna feel about this because I'm just not a fan of zombies personally. They kind of freak me out. But this game is like super cool. I just love all the artwork and like how you have to do the gameplay of it. I'm really good at it too.
Yeah.
So I think that helps. But
yeah, and you actually got to play this with our Wednesday night game group. But no, this is a really cool game.
Too.
Yes, you did. But no, it's really cool. The whole theme of this game on it was based like this kid created the game during the zombie apocalypse using pictures that he had taken,
like the hotel cards and all.
Bottle caps. He was using for tokens.
It's really cool.
It is really cool.
It's one of my favorite games that we've probably gotten this year, so I really like that one.
All right, my number 3 is one that I did solo on, and you have actually yet to play this.
I have not played this yet.
And this actually was my game of the year until almost towards the end of this year, and that is Burgle Brothers from Fowers Games, Tim Fowers designer. This is a really unique, clever game. I really enjoy playing this. This is going to be one that you're going to like, I think.
Really?
It's a co-op where we're cat burglars and we're trying to crack safes and keep from getting caught by the guards. And you've got special little abilities. You move around. There's multiple floors in the building that you're trying to go through.
Yeah.
Really neat. And of course, the box art on this is really cool because you're actually trying to get to the helipad to escape. So, you've got this set up. The box looks like an office building.
It's really cool.
So,
the side looks like a movie poster and all.
Yeah, it does.
I think it's really cool.
Kind of like the Italian Job or any of those other, 70s style things.
Movies.
So, Burgle Brothers, excellent game. Really like that.
And then my number 3 is Broadsides by Joshua Capel. Capel. There we go. Capel. I wasn't sure if I was going to like this game too much, but I really like it.
Yeah,
I think it's really cool. I mean, it's just basically me against you.
Yeah, it's a 2-player only game.
It's really cool though because I'm just blowing holes in your ship.
Yeah, you pretty much dominated me on that one. And I actually can't remember who won the game.
I think you actually won it on camera.
I think I did.
I think you did, but I won everything up to it.
But that was like an aberration because Megan has really kicked my butt at this.
But I do really like this game a lot. I think just the fact of like how you can blow holes in the ship and like move around and try to repair and all. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, and that's one that we picked up at Gen Con as kind of a blind buy because I really like Merchants and Marauders, which is it's a long game. This one plays in about 30 minutes, so it's nice and quick. Doesn't quite scratch that same itch, but this definitely is a good game.
I really like it.
All right, my number 2 game is one we just did not that long ago, and that is Star Trek Panic. Now, this is from Fireside Games and USAopoly, and the designer is Justin DeWitt. Really enjoy this. I'm a huge Star Trek fan. Grew up watching, the original series, and you get to play as those characters in this game. You've got it's a co-op game, so we're working together. And I think you even said on the video, red shirts be dying.
They will.
You do have red shirts in here. You've got a lot of things from the movies. You've got the classic villains. The Klingons, the Romulans,
Khan.
the Tholians. Do you have Khan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do have in one of the missions.
Khan.
So excellent game. Really enjoy this. And I've not played any of the other Castle Panics, but everybody I know that says that this is actually the best version. And we really enjoyed playing this. We played the heck out of this for a while.
We really did.
And we were getting beat, and then we started kind of turning things around.
You probably saw that on our Facebook page, how badly we were getting destroyed. We were barely hanging on there.
It can be a challenging game depending on what mission you get and what your resources are.
And what you end up drawing from the bag.
Yeah.
So that definitely all plays into it.
But no, Star Trek Panic, excellent game.
Very
My
good
number
game.
2.
Now, my number 2 is Dice City. So I played this at Gen Con, when we first demoed it in 2015.
Yeah.
And I really, really liked it. We only played like a little bit of it too. But I thought it was such a really good game, and pretty much the same reasons you say, it's strategic, and even though it's kind of like dice rolling, then you just place it, like you still have to figure out where you're putting your little cards and what resources you want to get from those and all.
And what type of strategy you want? Do you want, like a military strategy? Do you want to go after the raiders?
Yeah.
And this is one that we filmed when we went and visited you when we had rented the house down there, and we would be up actually every night after everybody else went to bed, and we were playing Dice City. And
then we're like, oh, we have to film it. Can't just keep playing.
I think we did play it like every night for almost every day every night that week.
And then we filmed it like one afternoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like this game. Really good game.
All right, so now my number one that is probably no surprise to anyone.
It's pretty well known.
Yeah, that is The Godfather from IDW Games and designers Sen-Foong Lim and Jay Cormier, who, if you watch this video, were kind enough to do intros for us. I really love this game. Like I said, Burgle Brothers was my number one game, and then Star Trek kind of overtook it, and then
you got this.
And then The Godfather. It's a very simple game, and I'm not really much into area control games, but I really enjoyed playing this.
I think it's the dice aspect that tells you over, because you like dice, though.
And the dice is kind of an equalizer, so it's not like somebody's gonna kind of run away with a strategy. Just because they're a better gamer than you. You do have the dice, but there are several ways to mitigate what the dice give you. I like the aspect of The Godfather takes dice, but there's certain things he can't do. So there's a leveling. It's a balance there. No, but really, really, really enjoy this game. I've taught it to a lot of people. Guys in my game group really like it.
We had a special guest.
We did have a special guest because we needed at least 3. And that special guest was my wife. So she doesn't normally play games with us at all. No. And she actually volunteered to play this with us. She liked it. You can go back and watch our review on that and actually hear her thoughts from a non-gamer standpoint. And if you liked seeing her play this game, let us know. Maybe we can talk her into playing more.
Yeah, lots of convincing there. My number one game, which probably isn't much surprise either, is Thunderbirds. And I really want to include all the expansions with it, but just for one game, I would say this is it for my game of the year. And we played it, a long time ago, because it was in January, and we basically revisited again, just in December. But
and we've played it a lot.
I love this game. I really like the Thunderbirds overall, and it's kind of funny because it's from the same guy who did Pandemic.
Yeah, man.
I hate Pandemic. I cannot stand that game, but I love Thunderbirds. I think it's just the theming, but it's also different because you don't have the viruses spreading, I think, which I feel like that gets overwhelming for me on Pandemic.
And having the outbreaks, hit one and then it just kind of cascades.
And then I'm like, no, can't do that. But with this, you're kind of limited. You only have certain disasters you have to take care of. But I really like this game. I love all the expansions because I can't play now without at least Tracy Island expansion. I feel like you have to have that one and Above and Beyond. You have to play with those. But the Hood one's really good too. Just if we're gonna do player versus player. At least for us, because it's just me versus you on that. But I really, really like this game so much. So it's my game of the year.
Now, because those are our games of the year, we don't actually pass out awards, but we did want to let those folks have a chance to kind of give us an acceptance speech. So watch their videos here.
Yep.
Wow. Best game of the year? Are you kidding me? That's fantastic. And a lot of good games came out last year, right? A lot. But none were as good as Godfather: A New Dawn. I'm just saying, according to Dad versus Daughter. That's awesome. Thank you so much, guys. That's a real honor, really cool to have won this award. I'm really pumped. Thank you so much. Thanks for playing.
Hey, welcome to 2017, everybody. It's Sen-Foong Lim, one of the co-designers behind Dad vs. Daughter's #1 pick for strategy games of the year, The Godfather: A New Dawn. Co-designed by myself, Sen-Foong Lim, and Jay Cormier, published through IDW Games. Now, I know, Daughter, I've been told, the little bird told me, that you did not pick our game for Game of the Year. You picked Matt Leacock's game instead, and that's okay. Thunderbirds is a wonderful co-op game from Modiphius, has lots of cool little miniatures if you kickstarted it early enough. It's wonderful. I love it. Jay loves it. We've played it many times with Matt. Good game. Great game. But if you are the type of player who doesn't want to play a co-op, you want to be really hyper-competitive, The Godfather: New Dawn is probably the game for you. So, pick up your dice, make somebody an offer they can't refuse, and, daughter, you might want to be looking over your back every now and then, because Jay and I might send somebody to make you go sleep with the fishes.
I'm truly honored to hear that Thunderbirds has been named Game of the Year by Dad versus Daughter. My own daughters, Anna and Colleen, helped me develop the game, and I think because of a lot of their critical feedback, the game is a lot better for it. And because of that, I'd like to dedicate this award to them. Thanks a lot.
Hey there, this is Sean from the Daily Worker Placement. 2016 is almost in the books, and thank goodness, because I don't think we could stand to lose any more celebrities. Well, this is the time of year that we talk about our favorite games of the year, and I want to talk about Kanagawa. Now, in this game, you play Japanese art students learning how to paint in many different styles, and you develop your skills and you paint one large overall picture. Throughout the game, you're gaining buildings and portraits of people and portraits of animals, and it's just a very simple, accessible, but highly replayable game by Bruno Cathala and published by Yellow. My pick for Best Game of 2016, Kanagawa.
Hi, I'm Chris. 2016 for me was a great year for games, another great year. So we had things like Feast for Odin by Uwe Rosenberg and Z-Man Games. We had Captain Sonar, really unique gameplay from Matago Games. But for me, Game of the Year would go to Scythe, Jamie Stegmaier and Stonemaier Games. The art, the asymmetrical gameplay, the component quality of this game just comes together as a complete package. So for me, Game of the Year is Scythe.
Hey, this is Aaron from Yellow Meeple Gaming, and my favorite game of 2016 is definitely Scythe. And of course, the expansion just came out as well. Scythe is one of my favorite games because it offers a lot of different types of variety, a lot of replayability, and it's one hell of a beautiful game. So I think there's lots of reasons to like the game. It can be a long game, but I've also experienced really short games as well. If you haven't checked out Scythe, you should definitely try it, and try it with the expansion if you haven't. It adds a whole bunch of things to the game. Thanks.
Hi there. My name is Dwight, and I'm a friend of Dad's from work, and I'd like to tell you about my Game of the Year for 2016. My Game of the Year is Captain Sonar. This is an amazing game, just revolutionary, really. An 8-player game, a cooperative team game where you can play with teams of up to 4 players on each side, battling, captaining submarines and fighting against each other, kind of like a battleship sort of game, but in real time. And you're giving commands and firing torpedoes and dropping mines and using sonar and other tools at your disposal to find the other submarine and shoot them down. It's an amazing game. Every time I've played this game with groups, they just love it. They want to play it again. You can play 3, 4, 5 games in a sitting. The games are pretty fast. It's just a great game. It was just an amazing find this year. I'm so glad that I found Captain Sonar.
So, what are we most looking forward to in 2017? Well, we've got a lot of games already on the schedule. In fact, I think our schedule's pretty well filled for the first half of the year.
At least until Gen Con. We have a lot pretty much going on.
Because with you being gone, we really had to kind of change things around a little bit. And, a lot of things kind of got pushed back. So we do have a lot of games on our backlog that we'll be getting to those. But we wanted to take a little bit of time and talk about what games we're looking forward to the most in 2017. And there's a lot, but we pared it down to just one.
Yeah.
And my one game that I'm really looking forward to is Covert from Renegade Game Studios. It's a spy game where you're moving, cubes around on the board. You're trying to collect little things and trying to open like briefcases and such. It looks really cool. I've watched a number of other reviewers do shows on that. It looks really neat. I'm looking forward to playing that.
And my most anticipated game will be the Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, which is my Christmas present.
Yeah.
But like I've mentioned before, I'm in love with Harry Potter. I fell in love with this game the moment we demoed it, so I'm so excited to actually start breaking this out. And I'm hoping we can get this to you around September 1st, because that is when you technically go back to Hogwarts.
Yeah, and you've kind of, there's actually 7 games or yeah, they're actually
There's
called
7
in there.
games, yeah. For each 7 years.
Yeah, and you've got a system on how you want to do those.
I want it to go from when you first board the train to go to Hogwarts, which will be September 1st, to, I want to say, I don't remember the exact date the war ends, but I know it's in January of 97. So, actually when I was born, in 97.
Yeah.
But not around my birthday, like later on. But
So-
that's how I want to spread out the 7 games. So they'll kind of be later in the year.
Yeah, and I'm going to let you run with that because
Yes.
that is actually your game.
This is my game, and Harry Potter is, love Harry Potter. So yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Now, as far as the other games that we're planning in 2017, we kind of have a little promo video. We did this last year, but take a look at this video and you'll see some of the titles that we're going to cover this year. All right, let's talk about conventions. You love conventions.
I do love conventions.
You love going to Comic-Con. You
Yes.
love going to Gen Con.
But they're 2 different cons.
Totally different.
Totally different cons.
Yeah.
But I do like cons. They're so much fun.
Yeah. So we are actually hoping to get to a few more cons this year that are gaming related.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll be attending a lot of Comic Cons, hopefully. But
yeah, we'll see. We also want to check out Origins. I was kind of on the fence last year. I almost went on my own without you,
Yeah.
and I really couldn't get myself to do it because
I wasn't here.
you weren't here. And truth be told, I like going to cons like that with Megan. So I wouldn't have had the same experience.
But then we both have our input though on games too. Then because then we're both I'm actually there to say, okay, I like this one more than another and whatnot.
Yeah, and Origins is probably more about playing games as opposed to going and
Purchasing
doing a lot of the other
demoing
things.
and all that.
Yeah, so we're really hoping that we were able to get to Origins, and then this year is also the 50th anniversary for Gen Con.
Yes.
So
that's exciting.
And Gen Con's another one that's fairly close to us, so we plan on getting over to that, and hopefully for more days this year.
Yes, hopefully, yeah. Right before college starts up again.
Last year we did 1. The year before that we did 3. The year before that I think we did 2. So probably looking at maybe doing another 3 days.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I think that's pretty good, yeah.
And now we have a big thank you to give
Yes.
because this channel would not exist without the help of various publishers, supporters that we have. We launched our Patreon campaign this year, and it's slow, but we weren't not expecting anything major overnight, and we just want to thank those people that have contributed through Patreon. That is Adam Laterno, Anthony Collins, and Karthik. I hope I pronounced your handle correctly there.
Yes.
We really do appreciate you guys becoming patrons of Dad vs. Daughter. We also want to specifically thank the following publishers.
Yep, so we have Tasty Minstrel Games, Asmodee, AEG, Modifius, Ravensburger, Haba, Fowers Games, Chip Theory Games, Portal Games, Simon, Cool Mini or Not, IDW Games, DeVere, yes, Mayday Games, and Pleasant Company Games. So thank you so much for all of your contributions so we can put out some really good shows.
Yeah, and we hope you guys all enjoy those. We hope you enjoy our witty banner, even though sometimes I come across as being very corny.
Yeah.
We hope you like our references, our movie references, our TV show references.
CW references, more likely.
Yeah, we have a lot of CW references. Musical references, as you know a lot of 80s songs.
I do.
And
I kind of grew up with that from you. So.
You did. Well, you didn't have a choice. You were in the car. You had to listen. Actually, even now, you have to listen to 80s music in the cars because of satellite radio.
Yes.
So, no, big thank you to everybody because, especially you viewers.
Yes.
Because if you weren't watching our channel, we wouldn't be here doing this. or we just would be kind of doing it for just ourselves.
Pretty much, yeah.
But very big thank you. We very much appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for the continuous support on our Facebook account as well, because we know we get to interact with you guys more there. So thank you for commenting and liking our videos and stuff. That's a really cool way to start having more of a communication interaction with you guys. And the website, I promise, will start getting updated more. I just have to work on that. College has been crazy since I've gotten back to do that.
Yeah, I can't believe how nuts it's been. You're
It's
writing
been really
papers
crazy.
and plus you're even doing a class over break, an accelerated class.
Well, then theater and work and everything else, so
Yeah.
very busy.
Yeah,
So the website is going to get worked on eventually.
Yeah, and like Megan said, Facebook is a great way to interact with us. You can send messages to us. You can also send emails to our email address at dvdplaythrough@gmail.com. We are on Twitter. We don't do a whole lot on Twitter. But yeah, Facebook is probably the best way to interact with us. But yeah, let us know, if you like the videos. We get a lot of likes on there. If you have comments, questions, we'll be happy to answer those.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
So thank you very much for all your support.
Yep. So I think that about puts a bow on 2016.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. So we will catch you guys next time.
Bye!
If you would like to support us, you can visit patreon.com/dadvdaughter.
Like and follow us on Facebook to stay current on our show schedule, sneak peeks at future shows, and to interact with us.